Well, hello, everybody. This is a first week check-in just to make sure everyone understands what they should be doing, what they should be beginning, and getting just a real general sense of what's going on with the course. First off, congratulations to all that successfully completed the online orientation with a 100%. For those that did not, either that if you did complete it but did not earn it 100%, or if you didn't even make an attempt at all, I might have contacted you already. Please reply back. Or if I have not contacted you, please contact me. You can find my email address in the contact link in the sidebar menu. It is the Gmail address, robertkennedyhistoryteacher@gmail.com. So please contact me as soon as you possibly can. Okay, with that said, let's get into what you should be doing for this week. Let's see if I can fix that real quick. There we go. Okay. What you should be doing this week is you should be getting into the lectures and preparing your lecture essays for Reconstruction, the West, Social Darwinism, and the labor movement. You don't have to get all of that done within the first week, obviously. At the very least, you want to make sure that you have the first two done. Looking down here, actually, no, you do want to make sure. This is the second week. So yeah, you do want to make sure between now and then you have all four of these lecture essays prepared. Reconstruction, the West, Social Darwinism, and the labor movement. It's coming up March 1st. This is a mini-mester. So you have entered a class that has lopped off an entire month. So normally if you had taken this class at the beginning of the semester, you would have had a month to prepare for this. Given that this is a mini-mester, you only get about 3 weeks, generally speaking, to prepare for each unit. So definitely have that done, ready to go by March 1st, if not earlier, because your first unit exam is March 1st. You also have a series of quizzes that are coming up due. The first one is due tonight, February 21st, on Chapter 1, Reconstruction, and the lecture essay, Reconstruction. So it'll assess your understanding of both contexts of the lecture essay and for Chapter 1. Tomorrow, you'll want to make sure you've definitely given this a good reading and have gone through this lecture essay to some extent to be successful on the second chapter quiz. Then we get into the Social Darwinism in Chapter 3. Here's the assigned reading for Chapter 3, so please have that done by February 27th. And let me just say this: if for some reason you don't either get to these quizzes, or if the score you earned could have been better, please continue reading because your unit quiz, February 28th, next weekend, if the score is better here, I'll just go ahead and plug in this score into your chapter quiz scores, right? So if you happen to get a 70 in chapter quiz 1, a 75 on chapter quiz 2, a 60 on chapter quiz 3, but then you went back, you went through the readings, you used your identifications as the basis of your study guide while you were reading, you got more of a sense of each of the lectures, and you end up earning a 95% on the unit quiz. All of these will become 95s. Okay, so moving on forward. And do check your go back and check in the grade book your attempts. You'll be surprised at what you get to see. You get to see not only what you got wrong, but you get to see perhaps the correct answers. So do make sure you check your work on this. Okay, let's see what else here. Oh yeah, your first discussion post is due the 25th. So make sure you understand what group you are in and what lecture essay you have been assigned. So it's going to be one of these four right here. And again, you are only posting one of the learning objectives in the discussion post there. And so what basically the theory here is that what's going to happen is there'll be a nice place for everyone to kind of measure their own note-taking on by looking at other people's posts. So you want to make sure that you're doing a really good job in your posts for your one lecture essay, in the learning objective that you post. And again, you get to decide what that is, but make sure you see what other people have posted. So if you post someone else a learning objective that's already been posted prior to the due date, well, you won't get credit for it because somebody else already did it, right? But what we'll hopefully be able to see again is basically a good study guide for you all, and a place to kind of review what you've already prepared. And then again, yeah, your unit quiz is right here. So ultimately, by the end of this unit, you want to have all 4 of the lecture essays prepared ahead of time in nice, neat order. So when the Unit 1 exam, when you go to take it, preferably before March 1st. You don't want to wait until the last minute in an internet class. If you haven't got a good sense of that, you definitely will. Procrastination is never a good recipe when trying to succeed in college. It's more so in an internet course. So you do not want to leave things to chance in an internet course. But by the time you're ready to take the first unit exam, Unit 1 exam, what it will do is it will randomly select 5 of the identifications from the study guide that's posted in Blackboard under Unit 1, and it will randomly select 2 of the lecture essays. So it's either going to be Reconstruction, the West, Social Darwinism, or the Labor Movement. It'll be 2 of those lecture essays. And again, to have a thorough response to those lecture essays, you want to be able to respond to each of the learning objectives. The learning objectives are the introduction, the body, and the conclusion to the essay prompt, right? So if you're skipping any of those learning objectives, you don't have a complete essay, and your score will reflect that. If your learning objectives are 1 to 2 sentences with just brief generalizations, without specifics to help demonstrate your understanding of the learning objectives, then your grade will reflect that. If, on the other hand, your lecture essays are a good 6 to 10 paragraphs, 5 to 6 sentences per paragraph, and within those paragraphs, there are detailed examples of the pointing to the responses to each learning objective, then your grade will reflect that. So I think that about covers everything you should have going on for the first unit. So let me know if you have any questions or concerns. Do email me. I will get back to you. If you're really needing questions and you need to ask me, definitely. If you just need simple clarification, like, okay, this is what I understand I need to do, A, B, and C, I will get back to you too to confirm or to give you further guidance on what's going on for Unit 1. Okay, with that said, where am I? I think that'll be it. I think I have to go down here. There we go. Where is it? There it is. Okay, stop broadcast. Okay, you guys go forth and be great. Let me know if you have any questions. Hello? Oh, man.